back to another video. Happy September. We are approaching sweater weather season, although it's not feeling like sweater weather at all. Like, it's still hot. It's still hot, but I'm so excited to share with you guys what I have for my September tray. A lot of my August tray was, leaning towards a lot of like summer florals and coconuts and aquatics. This tray, I'm trying to think of maybe more so, transitionary fragrances. Still leaning towards some freshies, but maybe might sprinkle in a couple like sweet fragrances. Also a couple fragrances that are new to my collection that I haven't tried. So, and like my usual bad self, I've already been wearing some of my fragrances, some of my September fragrances, because I'm so impatient and I just want to start wearing them and testing them out. So the first one that I've been really testing out and wearing is, this is You by Glossier. And I've been wanting Glossier You since it was first released. But, every time I would go to a Sephora, it was always sold out. Every single time. Now, granted, I'm not always in Sephora. It's a little out the way where I live. And I just can't be bothered with how crowded it gets sometimes. But every time I'm there, it's always sold out. So tell me why. I went to a Marshall's once, and I think it was a Marshall's or a TJ Maxx, and I saw that they had the little roller balls. And I was like, oh my God. So of course I picked it up. And I think they had the roller balls at discounters because now they've, I think, retired this version. And now they have the spray travel size. And, that doesn't bother me some. I don't care for roller balls, but I'll still wear it if I have to. And I don't think you guys can see, but I'm already... I've already nearly finished this poor bottle. I love this fragrance. I really enjoy it. It very much reminds me of other fragrances that I have in my collection. I have Juliet Has a Gun's Not a Perfume. I do have Radiant Nectar by Clean Reserve. And I also have Ariana Grande's God is a Woman. In more ways, this reminds me of Juliet Has a Gun's Not a Perfume, with a sprinkling of sweetness, that like irisy, powdery, ambrette like sweetness that Radiant Nectar has. Do I need a full bottle of Glossier You? Probably not. Will my squirrel brain perfume obsessed self purchase it in the future? Most likely. This is a very lovely powdery fragrance. Powdery musky fragrance. It's heavy on the musk and heavy on that molecular like ambroxan style note. Really what this reminds me of is like a makeup powder, and I think that's from that iris note. It makes me think of like eyeshadow or like a compact powder. It's very, very pretty. I honestly love how this smells on clothes more than my skin. I don't know if maybe sometimes I might pick up a little bit of sharpness, but I'll wear this out for the rest of September. It's sad that I'm already almost finished with it, but already loving that for the month of September. Speaking of fragrances that are similar and new to my collection, this is Clean Reserve's Sparkling Sugar. I bought this at Marshall's for $30. It came with a little travel set. And this is very pretty. This is such a pretty and sweet fragrance. This almost makes me think of cotton candy. I've worn it just a couple times, just spray tested it on my wrists at home. And it makes me think of cotton candy or like a simple sugar, like a simple spun sugar. There's only like 3 notes in it from what I could see. It's like peach, black currant, and musk. I don't get black currant, but I do get a lot of sugary peach, which is so interesting because it smells like a peach cotton candy or a simple peachy spun sugar. I think this will wear great for those transitioning days because it's sweet enough that it'll work well during cooler weather, but still light enough that, you can pull it off during hot weather. Or at least that's what my thought process is so far. So I'll see how I feel about it. And, it's only a 1 fluid ounce bottle. So maybe I might get through it. And I actually like this category where they're saying it's a fresh gourmand. I don't often see a lot of, fresh gourmand style scents. So maybe this might be like the gourmand for me. I dabble around in a couple. I'm not the heaviest gourmand girly there is, but I do like the occasional one. And I think this might fall right up my alley. Another fragrance that is new to my collection, and I am so excited to wear because this smells so good. This is Narciso Rodriguez Musk Noir. And why did nobody ever say how good this smelled? Like, oh my God. I feel like I'm not like overhyping this. I swear to God, I'm not. I'm just so excited to wear this. This smells so good. I can't even like pinpoint exactly what I'm smelling. I can't. I don't know if it's floral, if it's musky, if it's woody. It's so well blended to my nose. Like it's so well blended that I'm not quite sure exactly what I'm smelling. But there's such an airy sweetness to it. Like it doesn't even smell like a perfume. Like how there are some perfumes that give off like that perfumey vibe. Like when you walk into a department store and you get hit with all that perfume. No, this doesn't even smell like that. I think as I start to wear it more, I'll have more of a formal thought about it. But every so often, I have been like sneak spraying this, like just a little on my wrist, and my eyes roll to the back of my head. It smells so good, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited to wear this. Next fragrance is a revisit. This is Mon Paris by Yves Saint Laurent. I had this in my spring trays. I can't remember if it's my April or May. But I had this in my spring trays, and this is like your classic fruit chuli style fragrance. It does not necessarily remind me of your, popular fruit chuli, La Vie est Belle. This is strawberry and patchouli, and I think there might be some currant, maybe black currant. It smells good. It's got like this airy sweetness to it, which I think will perform well during those warmer days. And with that patchouli base, it'll, probably perform well on cooler days as well. I just, during that time, I had other fragrances that I was reaching more towards. So this one kind of got put on the back burner. But it does smell really nice. And hopefully I will give this some more wear for the month of September. My next fragrance is Coach Dreams Sunset. And this is a beautiful, creamy, floral vanilla scent. This has a gorgeous like pear note in the opening. There's jasmine, there's vanilla or tonka bean in the dry down. Actually, the opening note is pear ice cream. And if that does not sound delicious, I don't know what doesn't. Granted, I've never had a pear ice cream, but if it smells anything like that, I'm willing to try it. This smells so good. A lot of people say that this is similar to Carolina Herrera's Good Girl. Now, while I don't agree, I can see where they say that it reminds them of it. It's a very floral, it's a very warm, creamy, floral fragrance. Now, while Carolina Herrera's Good Girl leans towards more of those darker notes, like having coffee, and I think some of them might have patchouli. This one is more towards a lighter, sweeter, more toned up or toned down, whichever. It's a lighter, sweeter version of that. Not dupes, but similar ideas, similar vibes. It's a warm, creamy, vanillic floral, and really warm, creamy, vanillic jasmine. And I love this fragrance. I really did. The last time I wore it, as you can see, like I went a third through this bottle. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous fragrance. And I think once I'm finished with this, I would 100% repurchase. Speaking of creamy florals, warm creamy florals, the next one that I have is Mont Blanc Signature. And this is another, like, a lot of people describe this as like a creamsicle perfume. Really what it is that it has like clementine and orange in the opening with some florals in the mid and then vanilla in the dry down. This is this is one of my favorite vanilla scents, to be honest. It smells like a creamy lotion. Like it smells sweet, clean, slightly vanillic, slightly floral. I really enjoyed wearing this one. I have a large bottle, which I probably had no business having, but when I say I wear this fragrance, I spray this down. It smells so good. And this is quite easily, I understand why they call it signature, because this could easily be somebody's signature scent. This is a signature scent worthy fragrance. It's great all year round. Cold weather, warm weather, nighttime, daytime, going out for dates, going to run errands, going to work. This is a fragrance that will cover you for all bases. I thoroughly love this fragrance and I cannot wait to wear it again for September. Plus, I still have the matching body lotion that I will also wear with it. My next one is an OG classic. This is Burberry for Women. Not to confuse it with Burberry Her. This is the 90s classic Burberry for Women. I think this is one of their first scents. And this is a peachy floral with some wood in the base. This smells really, really good. This smells grown to me. This smells like a grown, put together woman. And honestly, I was thinking that maybe I might try layering it with sparkling sugar, but you know, we'll see what my mind takes me. I love wearing this one every fall time. Every time it's autumn, I immediately reach for Burberry for Women. I don't know what it is about it, but it makes me think of the fall. It makes me think of like the leaves starting to turn apples and all of that stuff. But what's nice is that because it still has some fruity nuances in the opening, it wears well during the warmer weather. Another Burberry fragrance that I wanted to reach for this month is Burberry London. And this is a gorgeous, gorgeous jasmine fragrance. Like, this is heavy on the jasmine. This is a very clean jasmine, almost, synthetic, but it's a very clean, airy jasmine. Oh, this smells so beautiful. And I love the little bottle with its little plaid sweater around it, and it makes me think of sweater weather. So I can't wait to wear that one for September. Next fragrance I have is a new one to my collection. This is a new cheapie. This is Joven's, I believe it's pronounced Joven's Black Musk. And I got this for like, I think $12 or $14 at my discounter stores. And what this truly makes me think of is like a Flower Bomb La Vie Belle style fragrance. It's a little powdery. There's some black currant in the opening. It's very sweet, and I'm kind of picking up some vanilla in it, but I don't know if it's just me. But this smells really, really nice. This is an eau de cologne, so I'm not expecting this to last long, and I don't mind that because I'm figuring that I'll probably wear this as like a body spray anytime I'm just going to run errands. And I really want to test this one out and see how this performs in either cooler weather or the warmer weather. This is about to be a really big tray for this month, guys, because the next one that I have is another classic. This is Christian Dior's J'adore. And I don't know if I really need to describe this scent because I feel like everyone knows how J'adore smells like. This is a watermelon, floral, very fresh, clean scent. It just smells like that. Imagine like a very luxurious, fresh, clean floral. There's melon. I think there's jasmine. I can't remember what other florals are there in the mid. This is my mom's signature scent, and honestly, I think that's where I developed my love for J'adore. Also, did anyone peep that Dior's, the new face for J'adore is going to be, the bad gal herself, Riri? I'm like a little excited to see how that campaign will look like because I feel like nobody can dethrone Charlize Theron. That woman looked like a goddess for all of her campaigning for an advertisement for J'adore. So I would really love to see how they will, utilize Rihanna into their marketing. And I feel like they're probably transitioning into using Rihanna because Fenty probably might be like merging or maybe has already merged with the parent company of Dior. So, I guess kill two birds with one stone. But yeah, I digress. That has nothing to do with J'adore. I love the fragrance just for the fragrance itself. My next one is an oldie but a goodie. This is Alien Eau Extraordinaire by Mugler. And I think this is a discontinued fragrance. I bought this on a whim. I think a year or two ago. I bought it at a whim because it was on sale and it was a good price. And I fell in love with this. I really enjoyed wearing this one. This is a lighter, honestly, this is just a lighter version of Angel to me. It has that same Angel DNA, just without some of that heavy amber that the original Alien has. Now, granted, I love Alien. I do. Sometimes it can be a little heady and it can be a bit much. And I think Eau Extraordinaire is a beautiful like flanker to that. I don't know if this is any similar to the Eau de Toilette or any other flankers that they might have had. But, for the most part, I enjoyed this. It's discontinued, so I don't know if I would want to repurchase it. Given that I know how often Mugler discontinues, a lot of fragrances and then they become very difficult to find. But I'll probably, spritz some here and there. I don't know if I'll want to empty it without knowing that I can get a backup or a repurchase. But, we'll see where the month takes me. And last but not least is a favorite of mine. This is Jimmy Choo's Floral. Really, what it should be called is Jimmy Choo's Fruity because this is a fruity fragrance. This smells absolutely delicious, like mouth-wateringly delicious. This smells like nectarines and pears and, clementines and citruses. I don't get any florals out of this. I don't get any. There's supposed to be like magnolia and peony in this. Well, you know what? Maybe I can see like the peony giving it like that's maybe a sweet floral. But really, all you get is a big bowl of fruits in the opening. And then in the dry down, you get some musks and you get ambroxan, but not in that cloud-like way. This is a very airy style ambroxan. Kind of similar to Coach Dreams, where it has pear and like some green notes and ambroxan. This is, citrus fruits, peony, and ambroxan. I still love this fragrance. It smells like as if you took like the best shower of your life and you had like the most fruitiest shampoo and you washed up. It smells like you took an everything shower and you leave it and your hair just smells incredible. And the wind's blowing through it and you get a whiff of your fresh, clean hair. That's what this smells like to me. And I absolutely love this fragrance. So much so that this is actually a repurchase. I had given my original one away to someone who, a family member that really, really enjoyed the fragrance. But, you know, I thought that I could part with it, but I couldn't. So I repurchased another one for myself. So that concludes my August tray. I know it's looking like a little all over the place, but like I said, I'm testing some new ones out. I've got some transitionary fragrances, got some freshies, got some warm fragrances. So we'll see where the month takes me. Pretty excited to try a lot of them. What fragrances are you guys going to reach for September? What are some of your favorite transitionary fragrances? Like, what do you like to wear in those transitioning months from summer to fall, or even from winter to spring? Talk to me in the comments below. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Subscribe if you want to. I always appreciate it, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.